From a very early age, my son had a gift, and I knew it. There was things that he did on a baseball field that most kids couldn't do. He had an ability to strive.
It was my passion, and it just kept growing and growing and growing, and I knew that's something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
12 years old on, Joey wanted to play D1 baseball. And both Mom and I knew it. When he came to USF, it was a wonderful thing.
The story's kind of unique because, there's this local kid, he's an outfielder, left-handed hitter. I don't think he has much of a chance to make our team, but he's got a good arm. Joey showed up here and we gave him a 2-day tryout, and I said, look, Joe, you're not going to be a position player, but maybe you can pitch. And he threw a side bullpen with Matt. Matt came back and said, hey, the breaking ball's pretty good.
He's a very passionate individual and a very fiery athlete. I mean, he has a closer's mentality.
When you're the closer, that's it. You're the last guy that the team's relying on. So it's more of a mental thing that I think he needed to bring and build that trust that he was capable of doing that.
And it was an awesome balance because I was able to get two things I wanted at the same time. I was going to be able to play Division I baseball, play for a great program under great coaches with obviously a great team, but also having the opportunity to be close to my family. A couple weeks into it, I had an unfortunate event with my mom, and she became very ill, and I had to go to Coach G and explain I was going to miss practice one day.
I started to tell him, I know what it's like to have a parent that, has organ failure. Then I started talking to him about my organ donation and what it felt like to give to my dad.
All right, here we go. Come on now, better.
It was a sense of relief knowing that somebody in my corner, one of my coaches, has actually gone through the same scenario I have.
He actually came to me and said, Dad, he goes, I'm going to be tested. And you got to remember, this is a kid who got his dream. And he's looking at me and his mom and saying, I don't care. I'm going to do this. I want your blessing. And that's that.
Whether I was sacrificing the possibility I would never play baseball again or sacrificing part of my liver, it didn't matter to me because at the end of the day, I was going to help my mom at any cost. Unfortunately, at the time, UCSF had never done a liver transplant on an athlete, so they didn't really know what to expect, if I was going to recover, what it was going to be like.
I know for Dale, as grateful as he was, it was so much added stress because now not only did he have the one family member to worry about, he had two.
I have one son that's in one room. I have a wife in another. They're both critical, and I'm in the middle.
He was like, you don't have to do this. There's still time, we can always make different arrangements. And I told him, I said, I'm ready to do this.
My wife, my wonderful wife, was telling me, you're going to be with Joey 100% of the time. When Joey's healthy, when he's leaving, then you can come see me. He leaned over to me and said, do me a favor. I want to know if Mom's okay. Tell me as soon as you can. Mom is all good. She has your liver right now. They're putting the liver in. Everything is going right. Everything is good. You know that because I told you this.
That morning, sure enough, and he handed me a recording of my mom. I could see her face, and she was just so happy that she was given an extra chance, a second chance at life.
As the weeks went on after the surgery, we weren't seeing the success that we were hoping for.
It was unbelievably tough sitting there knowing I'd given everything and it still wasn't working. And the day we finally had to let her go, it was one of the worst days of my life. It made me realize that that time had gone And from here on out, I had to focus on the next thing. And for me, the next thing was rehabbing and getting ready for my next season. It really motivated me. I was able to use the anger, the stress, the sadness to my advantage.
He had a mission to where he was going to play baseball for Mom.
When I think about Joe and I think about, wow, he had the surgery 6 months ago and he's back competing at the Division I level.
It's the 7th inning and the bases loaded with nobody out.
Coach Hayes came up to me and he said, we're going to give you the ball and you're going to finish this game out.
And then I forgot, oh my gosh, this is his first appearance since the passing of his mom.
Kearney inherits a tough spot.
As crazy as it was, I knew my mom was there. It was almost like she was watching over me and she was on my shoulder.
Another scoreless frame for Kearney. Fastball driven deep to right field. Ball game!
And so when the game finally ended and I walked in the dugout and I saw my dad, it was the sense that we've been through so much and we've accomplished it.
When I was hugging him, I was like, you know, Mom's right here, you know that. He's like, yeah.
You know, I think everyone understands the pain. I don't know if we understand it to their level, but we understand the pain. And we just try to be here. We just try to live each day with him.
You're looking towards the end of your college career, and just a lot of emotions, you know, emotions for you closing out. Your mom's gone and she's here in spirit, and your dad's putting an end to a wonderful career with baseball. How you feeling?
It definitely has been a roller coaster ride, to say the least. I mean, this year especially, obviously having its ups and downs. So many people think of death as they're gone forever, but it's not forever, and I'm gonna go to a place where I'm gonna meet with her again. And the best thing I can do in that moment is to live on her legacy.
Yeah. You think she knows how much you love her?
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
That,
how much I love you? Huh?
I sure do. Everything, through all the opportunities.
Yeah. It's been wonderful.
That it really has, and I'm very thankful for it. This program has given me everything at a time when I had nothing, and has been there every step of the way for me when I needed help. Going out this way, I'm very thankful for that because I have no regrets. My heart can go to rest at ease.
He's lived his dream.
You could really see the love they have for each other, the care they have for each other. You can see them lean on each other to heal.
Here's number 15, Joey Kearney.
There will never be a time where I'm never going to be proud. Never going to not be proud of both my boys. All those steps that unfortunately brought them to this point that we are now. And I hope that my boys will look up to me just like I look up to them.
My relationship with my dad was unbelievably strong when I was young. And after this happened, it really opened my eyes and showed me who we are as a family. And it created unbreakable bonds. I'm thankful to have two people in my life that I can turn to at any moment with any problem, and they'll go to bat for me.